Episode number 11. We got Daysia. Actually, how do you say your last name? I've always wondered how you do that.
Vanderlipe.
Vanderlipe.
Well, okay, so because it's Dutch. All right?
Really?
Yeah. So the correct way to saying it's Vanderlipe.
Vanderlipe. Okay.
But my family say Vanderlip, and I think it's pretty like solid like that too. It's like Vanderlip instead of Vanderlipe.
Vanderlipe.
More stern, you know what I mean?
When you say Vanderlipe, it kind of sounds like a Spanish kind of vibe. You know, Vanderlipe, Felipe.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, go make that closer to you so we can hear you better. So Daysia doesn't like coffee, so she's drinking Truly Pineapple Hard Seltzer.
Yes, sir.
They're not sponsoring us, but maybe they will someday.
Hey, big moves if they do.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm drinking some Stumptown coffee from Portland, Oregon. 97214 is the zip code, in case you cared. Ethiopia.
How many coffee bags do you have, or coffee beans? Because for every episode, it seems like you have
it's different.
You know?
But I usually drink it the rest of the week, so
okay.
You know what I mean? So I just enjoy it the rest of the week.
What's crazy is like, so when you're doing these episodes, is it always around the same time? Like around...
Nuh-uh.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, but for every episode, you still drink coffee.
Yeah, because
it
doesn't bother me, though. Like, I can drink coffee any time of the day. I can drink it right before bed, and I'm good to go.
Sheesh. See, for me, caffeine, the reason why I don't like coffee was one, because of the taste. I just don't fuck with it. But what's also interesting, like as a kid, my grandma used to give me coffee when I was like 8 or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. I'd be like jumping off the walls, like whenever she'd have like, I guess a cup of Joe, you know.
Let's go.
She would give me some, let me drink it, and I liked it. But I don't know what happened. As I got older, I was just like not really about it. Like I'll drink caramel frappuccinos, but I think that's just because it's majority
very sweet,
sugary. Yeah. You know, it's mainly sugar, not so much coffee. But yeah, and period, like the caffeine makes me feel like ass.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I get like too anxious and too jittery. And then the whole entire time, like internally, like I just feel like shit, dude. Yeah.
Turn the mic a little bit towards...
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if it'll stay.
I don't want to break y'all thing.
It's not mine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. No, you should be fine. Dang, I actually was talking to somebody this week, and they were saying that somebody in their family would give them coffee when they were a baby.
When they're a baby?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
I feel like you want to do the opposite with the baby, no? Because they're already up, like, you know, they sleep for like 2 hours, and then every single 2 hours they're awake crying.
It's crazy. So you don't drink coffee anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I would ever really drank it like that. I mean, it wasn't like anything that I craved. It was just something to do with my grandma.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. Daysia, you first hired me when I started at Wix. You didn't hire me, but you're the first person that I could talk to besides Erica. Mm-hmm. I was telling her earlier that I was reading some emails, and she was the first one to email me. Well, actually, what do you do for work? Let's talk about that really quick.
Yeah, excuse me. If I'm coughing, I ain't got the Rona, but I have, I'm asthmatic, is what I found out before quarantine.
Oh, wow.
So if I'm coughing, it's because of that.
Have you always known you're that?
No. So I was going to go get checked before quarantine. Like, I didn't have like a, what do they call it? You know,
inhaler?
Like, No. Like, I didn't have like my own doctor to go to, so I was looking for one. Right. Because my wrists were all jank, and I want to get that checked out too. And then also, I mean, for years now, I cough like this, and mind you, like I did vape and like smoke in the past and before, so I always thought that was the case. But then I had recently stopped vaping, and but whenever I exert a lot of energy or like working out, or I get out of breath really quickly, I have these like random coughs. And when we were first put on to quarantine, when we had to start working from home, right? I was trying to get checked up, and it got so bad, I mean, with, you know, the uprising of the cases, that the doctor was saying like, hey, we're gonna have to reschedule because, you know, they need all hands on deck with all these other, you know, corona cases. So I was like, damn. So I was telling her like, okay, well, can you maybe like diagnose me over the phone? Like, you know, told her my symptoms about like how I can't breathe or whatever. Dang. And they thought that maybe, first they thought that maybe like I might have corona because I'm showing that's one of the symptoms. And then after like talking with her, she finally said like, you might just have asthma, girl. Dang. I was like, oh, okay. So
it's official. You do?
I guess it's official. I mean, it wasn't like I don't know what they do if, you know.
Have you gone yet? Are they going to get checked? Oh, you still haven't gone yet?
I still haven't gone. But anyways, to answer your question, for work, I'm in HR at Wix. I work with Joe. More specifically, I mean, well, around the time that you got hired, I was part of the recruitment team. So I helped a lot with some of the hiring. But since then, I'm more so on the... Hello.
That's my dad. He always passes by here every time on his motorcycle. He needs to stop.
What it's called underneath the HR umbrella is people operations. So I kind of help maintain and manage some of the processes within HR. So when people think of like HR, they always think like, oh.
I think of Toby from The Office. I don't know if do you watch The Office? No?
Oh, sorry.
Dang, okay, never mind.
Don't hate me, y'all.
Yeah, we think of HR, I guess we think of like the people that don't let us have fun.
See, yeah, that's like the
stereotypical, you know? HR, yeah.
So whenever, but the thing is like within our HR team in Wix, like we say like we're not the police, like we're not here to solve your issues, you know. And that's something, you know, we're just here to support. I don't know. Well, it's not even in my role actually. There's like HR business partners who solely, you know, worry about those situations, and then me, I'm completely like don't handle those at all.
What are you handling again? You said people operations.
Okay. So all the processes for like our HR team, I kind of see into that, like how can we make it better, and just being like their go-to person if they, you know, have a question about some type of process or what are we supposed to do in this situation when it comes to like the different accounts that we have, I guess you can say.
Yeah, well, do you like it?
Oh yeah, I do love it. What's so funny actually is, so, and I know we're gonna get into this question later on, but I mean we could dabble it right now. Before Wix, I went through this program called Year Up, not Europe.
How do you spell it?
YEAR, like the year, and then up, UP.
Oh, nice. Is it one word?
Shoot, is it? No, I think it's two or one.
I mean, like whenever they
I'm
have
supposed
like
to be a Europe ambassador too.
When they have like the title of it, is it as one word or is it Europe space?
I think it's one word.
It doesn't really matter. Actually.
Yeah, I know. Okay, but check them out. I mean,
Europe. What is that?
So it's a program. It's like a year-long program, which is why it's Year Up. It's kind of to help people get experience and to working in like a tech company of some sort. Like, so for me, my background before, you know, HR and all that stuff was all I did was retail. So like I worked at the North Face and I worked for Fossil.
Oh, nice.
And one of my buddies at Fossil was talking about like, hey, dude, I think you'd be really great at this program thing that I'm in. And I'm like, okay, what is it? This sounds kind of sketchy. Like, is this some like pyramid scheme or what? But it was cool. No, in general, like the program is for like the first 5 months, you're learning skills like project management skills or technical skills like basic like IT skills or whatever.
Yeah, right.
You also learn about like networks and like how to use G Suite and, you know, all that stuff that you pretty much like the basics that you need to work in a tech company or whatever. So for the first like 5 months we were learning all that type of stuff, and you kind of like there's different tracks they call it. So there's the IT track, so doing like help desk, And then there's like a project management track, and then like a more, you know, technical like cybersecurity and like networks. So there's like all these different tracks that you can go through. Me personally, I went down the project management track because your girl ain't that technical. I just could not get it down, That's man. Fair. And with that, after training, you go on to a 6-month internship with one of the Fortune 500 companies. Wow. So I interned at Pandora Radio here in Oakland. Oh, nice. Was good.
Do people still use Pandora?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, so what's funny was like I was using Spotify, I think, and then I heard, I was like, I was going to go to Pandora, and I was like,
dang, you gotta get it.
I re-downloaded it. Yeah. But after like interning with them, I like, you know, got to see, you know, how hard they were working on the product, and I was able to understand better, you know, how to use the app, and I appreciate it a lot more.
Do you still use it?
Nah.
After you left, like, all right, I'm gonna delete this. Let me get Spotify back.
No, I don't even have Spotify either.
What do you use?
I use like SoundCloud and YouTube Music.
Oh, do you pay for it?
Well, it's because like we have YouTube Premium from, I don't even know what it is. Camille pays for it, but it's like a whole package thing with like, you know, like, you know. So I just use YouTube Music, and it works fine. It's whatever, or Google Music, whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, because it is Google Music, but also YouTube Music. Because I used to have it, and I had it on my computer, but then when I used my Google Home thing, you'd play it through Google Music or something like that. So
you know, you could actually set it up to where it's a.
My light just turned off.
Spoopy.
It's okay though.
Scary. No, just kidding. But you know, you could actually, because before it was connected to our Google Music, but then we switched it and made it connected to YouTube.
Right. Yeah, and then play your YouTube through there.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, my bad.
No, you're good. Yeah, I pay for Apple Music. Shout out to Apple.
Hey, what's good? But yeah, to continue on with that whole program thing, I graduated. So I finished the internship. Oh, I interned for. Oh, I remember why I brought this up.
Wait, was this right after high school?
No. So I graduated in 2013.
Dang, how old are you?
I turned 25 like in 2 weeks actually.
Dang. When's your birthday?
The 27th of this month.
Oh wow, I'm busy that day.
My Leo's doing. Whatever.
I'm busy that day, unfortunately.
Yeah, we got work. It's a Monday. I hope you're busy that day. I'm telling.
Oh no.
No, I ended up getting that day off.
Oh, that's fine.
But I think to finish that story was, shoot, I forgot why I even brought it up again.
Because we were talking about what you did for work, and then we went to if you enjoyed your job.
Oh, yeah.
And then you went, well, actually, it was funny because I went to, and you did operations.
Yeah. So I interned I was a people operations intern for Pandora Radio.
Okay. And
during like my 6 months there, like I just knew I wanted to be in HR because my dad was like, you know, when I was going through the program, he's like, you should be in HR. I was like, why? He's like, every company needs HR. I was like, shoot, you're right. So I was like, hey, I told like the program people, I was like, hey, I want to find an internship in HR. And this is like, it was uncommon because there was only, you know, those main tracks that I was talking about. So those were the only internships that they were filling for. But I don't know how I got lucky. I just did, and whatever. I was a people operations intern. During my time there, I kind of like branched out to the different like specialized teams within HR, and like I helped out with like the recruitment team with some stuff, and like the university recruitment team, or like I don't know, like the benefits team, like all the other different departments, the teams within HR. And I kind of found like a liking to university recruitment. I thought it was really, you know, special and meaningful to kind of help people who are in college find like, you know, something, you know, for sure. After college. Or
that's like one of the toughest parts to do is you get a job after college.
Right. So I thought it was meaningful for me.
For sure.
So after I graduated, even before I graduated the program, one of the people who are helping me, who are helping Europe students like find a job after program, reached out to me saying like, hey, there's this position, this junior recruiter position at Wix. Dang. Like, you want to try it out? And I was like, okay, sure, whatever, I'm down.
That's fire.
So that's what happened. You know, I got a position into like recruitment. That's why I got hired on for Wix, and I did a bunch of like the coordinating to help fill the position that you're in right now. Go. And after that, like, I didn't really know necessarily what I wanted to do with that, because after being in the role for a little bit, I didn't feel passionate about recruitment anymore, you know. And then now I'm back at square one. Circle. People operations. Here we go.
Yeah, but you like that better than recruitment?
Oh yeah,
for sure.
100%.
That's fire. That's really cool. That whole program, it kind of like was able to get you this job too, pretty much, huh?
Dude, no, that program like changed my life. Because like working retail, like Did
you have any plans?
No, I had no plans. I had no idea what I was gonna do with my life. I mean, I was working, you know, in Livermore at the Livermore outlets. I
was pretty fire actually.
Huh?
I like those outlets.
I like even moved to Livermore with a couple of friends, I guess you can say. No, I'm just kidding. And yeah, that was my life, you know, working retail. And it was like, it's cool. It's cool for what it is, especially around that time, you know, being young. Like, there's nothing much you can really do.
That's true.
So when my buddy like told me about, you know, the opportunity, I was like, hell yeah, I jumped on it, graduated, did the whole thing. And after a while, like now thinking about it, when you're texting me, you know, emailing me the questions that you're gonna ask me today, like it really took me back, and I'm like, shit, I did that. You know, I'm here. Like, probably no one knew I was gonna get here. I know for sure my family didn't think I was gonna get here.
And so you didn't do college after high school?
No,
cool.
And that's part of the thing too, because I wasn't getting any education. Like,
did you want to go to college?
No.
I mean,
it's not. It wasn't really.
I didn't want to go to college, to be honest. Like, just the whole thought of like going to school and doing more homework and like harder homework that's gonna cost you like a lot of sleep and all that. I mean, maybe that's just how I don't know, but I just didn't want to do it. It just never.
And the money.
Oh yeah.
The main thing too was like I had no money to, you know, like no one was gonna put me through college. I didn't want to like get a loan, especially if I didn't know what I was gonna do.
For sure,
you know what I mean? I didn't want to waste my money on something that was like unsure about.
And to be honest, like, you don't even need a college degree anymore to get a good job or do what you want to do either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so far. I don't have a college. We're killing it. Cheers.
Yee.
Cheers.
But that's not to say, like, you know.
Yes, of course. Don't go to college, or that college is stupid. That doesn't mean that at all.
Right.
But what it does mean is you don't need it.
You can still make it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what really, like, the message here is, like, there may be other opportunities that are best suited for you. Yeah. I think I just got really lucky. So yeah, if you're, because there's an age range for you to go through the Europe program. If you're in the Bay Area, and there's other locations across the globe, not across the globe, but across the U.S. Where you can go to Europe, check them out. You have to be within the ages of 18 and 25.
Cool.
And the minimal requirement is having a high school diploma or a GED. Yeah. And then there is an interview process, because they only let in 120 students. Oh, wow. Per site, I think, every year. I mean, it could be dependent on like how big the site is, but yeah, for the one that I went to was 120. See, dude, that's what's even more crazy, bro. Like, they get like 1,000 applications and they chose me. Yeah. Like, come on.
That's fire. Do you know how they choose, or not really?
I don't really know. No idea.
Look at you, ambassador. Just killing it right now. That's really cool. There are some other people from Wix that did that too, right? A few other people. Yeah, Daniela.
Gio.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Gio came from the.
Gio's a legend. Yep, so was Daniela, but Gio's more of a legend. I'm just kidding. That's really cool. And that's how we got to meet. So, that's really fire. So do you think that I mean, I don't know if Wix will ever watch this or not, but do you think that you'll ever like try to find somewhere else to go to, or do you have like other aspiring dreams that you have that you might want to do in the future?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been with Wix for 3 years now. Right? When I first started at Wix, actually, so I was brought on as a contractor,
right?
And my contract was only for 6 months,
right?
And Pandora actually had someone, like one of my mentors, I guess you can say, from Pandora, reached back out to me. It was saying like, hey, we have this position open at Pandora. Like, do you want to come back? And I was like, shoot, dude, like Pandora is like a dope spot. Like, you know, just the name itself is really dope. And the culture there is pretty amazing also. Right. But I had just started at Wix. Like, I think I was like 3 months in, and there was a lot of positions to fill. And I wanted to feel accomplished, like I finished and done something with the Wix of where I was at. Yeah. Because I don't like to be too hoppy in general. Like, I mean, obviously, if it's not a right fit, then of course I'm gonna seek my way out. But no, there was nothing wrong with Wix, and I thought it was a really cool opportunity. Like the people at Wix, like, you know, the culture there is like
it's pretty cool. I love it. Yeah,
everyone there is super dope. My manager was amazing too, and I just didn't want to leave yet. So I told them like, all right, well, my contract's up in like 3 more months. So I mean, if the position is still open at Pandora, then like sure, I'll probably apply. And, you know, come that 6 months, I actually get extended like a full-time position at Wix. So I was like, okay, forget Pandora. Let's go, Wix. Come on. Fire. Yeah.
That's really cool. But so you don't know if you'll do anything in the future? Or do you have any?
I forget. Shoot. No, right now, like, I'm really like learning a lot. I mean, like, this people operations team is like still fairly new to Wix, and I think I'm still like figuring things out.
And we're growing too.
Yeah, and we're growing a lot.
Yeah, big time.
I honestly, where I'm at, I feel I'm happy with where I'm at and what I'm doing, and I think there's still room for me to grow. So. For sure.
Yeah. That's fire. Are you always lived here in the Bay?
So no, not
dab
really.
on them.
Yeah. So, well, okay, where I'm from, yeah. So I was born in Tracy, California, small little town. It's not that small anymore. It's starting to grow. So I was born in Tracy, but I pretty much grew up, spent my whole childhood in San Jose. So that's South Bay. Yep. And then I moved back to Tracy, and then, you know, spent like my high school year, my teen years there. And then I moved to Livermore, and then I moved to Vallejo, and then now I'm here in Oakland. Dang. So I don't know, because like Tracy's technically like the valley, I think. Right. But I've always lived in like around Northern California. Right. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you went to high school, you said in Tracy?
Yeah, I went to Tracy High School.
Shout out to Tracy High School. What is y'all's?
I think it's Bulldogs.
Hey, we're the Bulldogs too.
Oh, yeah?
Plainview Bulldogs. Okay. Plainview, Texas. Let's go. We would have beat you on football for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I ever went to a Tracy football game, so.
You didn't play sports, right? But you started playing sports now, or is that what I've heard, or am I confusing somebody else or something else?
So I've always been athletic.
Okay.
Like throughout my entire childhood, like I think that's why I don't know many. Like I never got into like a lot of cartoons. Like I'm a diehard cartoonist or cartoon fan of this. I'm a hard fan of this cartoon. Because I was always outside playing. Right. You know, I prefer to be outside, like playing football, playing catch. Same. I don't know. We played, you know, like basketball, whatever. Go bike riding. I played like basketball for the YMCA when I was a kid in San Jose. Same. Got a couple medals from that. Hey. My mom swears that I played soccer, but I'm telling her I did not play soccer. I did not want to run. Right. I know that for a fact.
Oh man.
And then middle school, I played basketball and volleyball.
Okay.
And then in high school, I wanted to play. Like I think I tried out one year, But I just didn't have the money to pay for all the gear.
You had to pay for stuff?
Yeah, I think you had to like drop $200 for like
to play for your school.
Yeah.
Dang.
For like the shoes and like the uniform, and I know for a fact my family was not gonna pay for that, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna drop that then.
Dang. Yeah. I know in ours they provided everything for us in high school.
Oh dang, that's nice.
Yeah.
Got some cheapskates at Tracy.
Yeah, I guess so. But you've been playing a lot of sports, even with Wix. When we were working together, you're playing the basketball. What's your favorite sport to play?
Basketball.
Basketball?
That's my shit.
Do you watch the NBA or no?
Okay, so I don't really watch, but I'll watch
like
every now. Yeah. I don't really keep up with it now.
Okay.
See, that's the thing too, because like
I
prefer playing more than
sure.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that got me into like keeping up with the players was doing fantasy basketball.
I tried.
You tried, and you just didn't like it.
I can't. Oh no, I tried doing fantasy football.
That one's harder because it's like you got to know a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Basketball, it's a little bit easier because it's just, probably have like 15 people on your team or maybe less, and then you just kind of like whatever. I like fantasy basketball. It's fun.
Okay.
But basketball starting up again.
Yeah.
End of this year or end of this month. Sorry.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Excuse me.
Is that a burp or a cough?
It's a burp. Oh, I did have a question. Do you sanitize your mics?
Oh man, I sanitize my headphones.
Oh boy. Okay.
I sanitize the headphones, but
I think it's more.
Yeah, that's actually true. The mic is. Why do you ask me that right now?
Sorry.
So when we were in the office, you had talked to me about that 75 day.
The 75 hard challenge.
Yeah.
Dude,
and then you talk about it.
Do it
and
with me.
I know I didn't do it. And then you talk about it on your channel.
Mm-hmm.
Did you record yourself as you did it, or you kind of just no? Okay.
No. So with that, for those of you guys who don't know, since quarantine, I actually have a YouTube. I started a YouTube channel.
Hey, what's it called?
Daysia Vu Go.
There it is.
Just like my Instagram, you can follow me there too. I'll put up some updates so when I actually upload.
Fair.
But yeah, Daysia Vu Go.
Daysia Vu
Go.
Do you spell deja vu the same way you spell deja vu, or is it?
It's how I spell my name.
Daysia.
Yeah, sir. And then VUU and then GO.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started my YouTube channel, and in terms of like the 75 hard challenge, I didn't record it or anything.
How was it? Or you want to explain what the 75 challenge is, and then we'll go to another part anyways. But yeah, explain what it is.
Yeah. So the 75 hard challenge is obviously a 70-day challenge where every single day you have to accomplish like a series of things. So it's kind of like this was the check-off list. You had to work out twice a day for 45 minutes, and one workout had to be outside. So it didn't matter if it was like rain or shine. One workout had to actually be like outside.
Dang.
And the other one could be whatever you wanted to be, right? You had to drink a gallon of water every single day. You had to read 10 pages from a book. What else? You had to stick to a diet. So it was no like specific diet. Like you can make it your own. So for me, what I did was like to make it easy, because obviously I want to set myself up for success, right? Even though I failed, but that's another thing. My diet was like similar to kind of keto, I guess, but like staying away from like the hard-hitting carbs. So like rice, bread, and then staying away from like junk food and fast food, and then I think also like no soda. And then also on top of that, which is part of the challenges, you can't drink alcohol. Oh yeah, true. Shoot, boy, that one is tough. That was the hardest one. That was rough, yo. Yeah. Was it harder than the diet? No. There is no way it was harder than the diet. I mean, I made the diet easy, I feel like. And then the last check off thing was like you had to take a progress photo. And the other one was read, right? Or did you have to read 10 pages a day? Yeah, I mentioned that. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. You did? Yep. My bad. Run it back. What did you read? Did you just read random stuff, or what were you? I read The Untethered Soul. It's a spirituality book. Because you used to be part of the book club, but then you left us
At Wix.
Boy, yeah. I just could not get myself to read. And that's where, I mentioned that I failed the challenge because I ended up the other thing was, like, if you messed up, if you missed anything in a day, then you would have to start right back at day one. Funny thing, I failed at day one when I first tried. So I started over because I was like, whatever, it's just a day. So I did 73 days. I start on day one. I messed up on day one.
That's hilarious.
I had a cracker and it was like a breaded thing. You know the Chex Mix thing that we have at the job?
Yeah.
I was like eating it, and David, who's another coworker of ours, I share an office with him. He's like, "You're not supposed to be eating that." I was like, "How are you gonna be telling me about my own diet?" And I was like, "Wait, this considers as bread, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Fuck." So
what did you just order a pizza that night?
Huh? Yeah, I ate whatever I wanted. I think I had a burger.
Oh, that's so fire.
Yeah. It was cool. Like after, I felt really great. Everyone was saying that, like, my skin, like, I was like glowing, like, you know, like even though I stopped drinking a gallon and whatever, but I think what was the biggest factor of it was like alcohol.
Right.
You know, like that.
Did you drink a lot of alcohol before that? Did you?
Oh yeah. At least like a drink a night. Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah, fair.
9 to 5. You work 9 to 5. You
gotta relax at the end of the day. Yeah, I hear that.
Sir.
So I couldn't. I don't think I can ever do that. I'm pretty sure
you can.
I can.
You can. So I want to redo it. I want to try it.
You try it again?
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about it. You should do it and just record the whole thing.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
That'll be fire, especially like since we're in quarantine right now. You know, might as well.
Yeah, because I didn't record the whole thing, but I did do like a recap kind of. Like I have a video about it, and I talk about it, whatever. So yeah, check me out, YouTube, Daysia Vu Go.
Daysia Vu Go. G-O-O.
Is it?
I don't know.
Just one O.
Oh, my bad. G-O. My fault.
G-O-R-I-T.
So just talking about, since we're in the pandemic right now, what's been like something that you've kind of started doing that you never did before that you're kind of enjoying? Cook? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoy it if it's something I want to cook for sure.
Yeah. What is something that you like to cook?
Well, because since the 75-day challenge thing, I've been trying to still like keep up and be healthy in ways that I can. And I mean, the only way to do that is like to cook my own meals, right? True. So I actually, this guy on YouTube, his channel is Fit Men Cook. Mm-hmm. And he has like all these different recipes that he kind of like, you know, tells you how to make it. And it's super healthy. Like even if you're on a keto diet or whatever kind of diet, like this dude has it on his channel. And some of the things look delicious, like crazy delicious. My uncle was the one that shot me his YouTube channel. So shout out to my Uncle DJ.
Shout out to Uncle DJ.
Good looking. And yeah, I ended up, the dude also has like an app where he stores like all of his recipes.
Oh, nice.
And this fool has like 700 different recipes on there. So like whenever I feel like having like a, you know, meal prep week or I feel like cooking, then I'll go check out his app and see whatever looks good. So actually next week, Camille and I are planning to meal prep and I'm going to have to look at some stuff. But just to give you an idea of what some of the meals are, some of the things that I cooked so far was air fried cheesy popcorn chicken.
Do you have an air fryer?
I do.
How does that work? I'm always wonder, like, because how does it fry with the air?
Scientifically, I don't know, but I know how to press buttons.
Okay, and it's fire. Does it taste like it's really fried?
Yeah, like it makes it crispy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely have thought about it.
It's healthier than dipping
fried
your shit in
oil.
Yeah. So I've made like, what is this? 4-ingredient keto coconut chicken curry. That shit was delicious. I made like I said, air fried cheesy popcorn chicken. That one was amazing too. And then just one more. Did I make this? I don't remember. I think I wanted to. I'm not gonna say it then.
Do you know what I miss the most now? Just thinking about
free
this.
Foods?
Well, I do. Okay. I miss the free. I miss the free food at Wix for sure. But I miss going to Korean barbecue.
Oh well.
I mean, you can order it.
No, we have a stovetop and like a grill and stuff. So
so you just do
raw meats.
But no, it's just the whole thing of like going over there, you know, hanging with your friends, and then you order the buffet or like unlimited, and then he's like bring out the freaking
press the button.
What is it called? The spicy pork. Bring it all out because I love that stuff, and you just cook it, and it's just I can't wait till we can go back to that. That's so fire. Go get time is right down the street too from here.
Oh.
Yeah. It's fire.
I think they're selling the meats, like just raw meats. You can buy.
Oh, really?
Too. Yeah.
Well, I've seen that they sell through Uber Eats, but I'm like, I don't want to order. You know, it's about the
experience.
Experience, yeah.
I mean, you could get like
just buy a burner.
Because that's what we do. That's why I'm like, whenever we want. Korean
I saw you because I think you posted something about that lately or the other day. Maybe not. Maybe it was a dream.
I mean, I can imagine. I post it sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know
what's up, Instagram?
Yeah, what's good?
So are you trying to like work out a lot more during this time?
Yeah, so
on that fit diet or on that fit journey?
So I still get active. I mean, there was like a 2-week break that I took.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. I felt bad though.
Did you?
It makes me feel like trash.
Yeah.
Like when I don't work out.
100%.
Like if I skip, a day, that's fine. Okay, I'll make it up the next day. Do a run or whatever. Do something extra. Yeah. But then if I miss like a whole week, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? You know what I mean?
Man, like to be honest, I've been trying to get healthier, and I've been trying to eat better, and been working out. But one thing that helps me is I've been I got a calendar, an actual paper calendar. And I mark off the days that I do so I can actually see. And it helps me a lot because I'm like, dang, why did I miss that? I could have done it. You know what I mean? Even like yesterday, like I finished work and then I need to go to the grocery store and I don't have a car. So whenever my roommate can go, I'm going to try to go with them. Mm-hmm. So we go and then we come back. I'm like, man, I don't want to work out. You know what I mean? I did 10 hours. I've been working 10 hours a day every day. So much. Yeah, I know. So I'm like, man, I just want to go chill, watch Netflix, Mm-hmm. And but I was like, it's just 1 hour,
right?
Like an hour or 5 minutes.
It doesn't even have to be an hour. It could be like 30 minutes.
I changed my workout. I've been doing this pretty cool workout. It's been tough for me. So what I'm doing, we have a treadmill downstairs.
Okay.
And I've just been running on that. But what I'm doing is I'm doing like a little fast walk the first 30 minutes. And so, but every 5 minutes, I stop it and I do 5 burpees. And the next 5 minutes I do 6 burpees. Next 5 minutes I do 7 burpees. Next 5 minutes I do 8. I go all the way to 10. And that's 30 minutes. Yeah. So, and then after that, the next 30 minutes, I'm just jogging. So I do a whole hour workout, but I kind of incorporate all that together, which has been good for me. I've been enjoying that. It's hard for me. So, but anyways, yeah, putting that calendar and marking it has been good for me. Cause I'm like, when I miss a day, I do it in red. So I was like, I can see it. I'm like, dang, I missed that day. Why did I do that?
Right. So I think it was only just like, I don't know, like a year and a half ago where I actually started working out. Because your girl was a little chunky chunk. You know what I mean? I had some chipmunk cheeks. I mean, I still do when I smile, but you know what I mean? Like, dude, I was pretty thick. I think I reached like 150 pounds, which is a lot for me.
Yeah.
I think 100.
How tall are you?
5'5".
And a half.
No, I'm actually like 5'4" and something, but
he just ran it up to 5'5".
Yeah, 5'5". But what like really got me going was I went to a family party because I don't see my fam too often. Like I see them like every year at least. But yeah, whenever there's like a birthday party or whatever, and my grandma was like, you need to stop eating rice or something. Dang. I was like, yo, cool it.
Dang.
So that hit me and I was like,
it does hit you hard.
All right then.
Yeah, dang.
So that got me going. And then since then, I'm just like, my goal is to have just a flat stomach. Yeah. That's all I want. And be like fit at least, like to be able to not be so tired when I walk up the stairs.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Or be like too winded. And I think that also helps with like people who have asthma. If you exercise your lungs, it helps with breathing. Yeah,
for sure. That's a tough thing with the family that you don't see a lot because they can notice how you were before and how you are now. You're like, hey, you need to start running or something. I'm like, dang, all right, you're far out. It's crazy. Yeah. I hate it when that happens too because my family would do that for sure, but it's all love, I guess, right?
Yeah. Shout out to my grandma. Thanks for letting me know, man. Keeping it real.
What's her name?
Zenaida.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. She's actually on my. I have a tattoo of her, Zenny. It's her name. Nickname Mama Zenny.
That's
right
fire.
Here, she my right hand.
Hey.
She my go-to. But all love for my other grandma too. I gotta give her a shout out too, man.
No, you have to.
Her name is Leonida.
Oh, Leonida.
So Mama Lulu, shout outs to you too. I have a tattoo of your birth flower on me too. So
that's fine. How many tattoos you got? You got a lot, don't you?
Yeah. See, because I have a sleeve, and then on my arm, and I have a sleeve on my leg too. So I don't know if you count that as just like one, but I don't know.
You have a lot. You have a lot.
Yeah, I have quite a few.
Did your family freak out when you did it?
I mean, they just say like, another one. You don't need any more. I mean, and it's just mainly like the elders.
Yeah, for sure.
The older people. My mom's the one that took me to get my first tattoos, because like I begged her when I was like a senior in high school. I was like, Ma, bro, you gotta let me go get a tattoo. Yeah. Because it was a joke at first, because like I think my aunt, like her friend, we were on the phone or something like that, and she was like, oh, I'm getting, like my aunt was like, I'm getting a tattoo right now, blah blah, and I told my mom, I was like, let me get a tattoo. And she was like, yeah, okay, but it has to be, we have to get matching tattoos of like cherries. And I was like, why the hell would I want to get a cherry tattoo?
Did you do it?
Like, no, hell no. I was like, I'm not gonna let my first tattoo be that.
Check it out. I got that.
Pizza.
That's fire. I love pizza.
I know.
Dang, I was gonna ask you a question. Oh man, what was I gonna say? I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say, but that's. Yeah, I need more tattoos. I want more tattoos. I have a
question for you.
Yeah, talk to me.
How do you pick who you bring onto the show?
There's not really a process. It's kind of like, I actually have a list of people that I might be randomly thinking about. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool to have on, and then I put them on the list, and then I'll ask them to be on.
Nice.
And so it's like, I kind of guess anyone that I think about sometimes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you just be, thinking. So you slide into some chicks.
No, no, because like, even I don't know, when I asked you the first time, or I asked you, I think maybe maybe I was responding to like a story on your Instagram or something. I don't know, but I'm like, oh, you know what? She'd be cool to have on the show, and I asked you.
Oh yeah, I think it was because I didn't know you were. This was out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck, Joe? Starting a podcast, bro? That's freaking sick. And then I was like, dude, big ups to you, man. And you're like, I'm going to have to get you on here. I was like,
oh, yep. Yeah, I did do that.
Man. Because this is a little bit after I started my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and I think, I said that, and then there's probably something that I saw on Instagram, like, oh, I need to hit you up. And so I hit you up, and now you're on. So, relationship status. Talk to me about that.
Married? Pretty much, yeah. So Camille is my partner's name. We've been together for 4 years soon.
Dang.
Next month, July, August, next month is gonna.
Is this your longest relationship?
It's gonna be my longest relationship. Once we hit 4 years, and then like date for like, I don't know, maybe another week or couple days, I don't know how much, but then it'll be my longest relationship. Yeah, okay, fair.
But you got a dog, so that's a big step.
Oh yeah, I mean, so I say pretty much married because we've been together for like almost 4 years now, and we've been engaged for about, I don't know, like 3 years.
Really?
Pretty like close to that. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Or yeah. I don't know the exact dates. I don't remember. But, dang. Yeah.
Camilla, don't watch this.
I know. You have to remember, I'm under pressure. I'm on video. I'm being recorded.
She was a bit nervous when we started this, but hopefully the nerves have gone.
No, dude, she knows. Because when she picked me up to bring me here, she was like, did you poop? I was like, a lot. I get nervous shits. That's why I bring that up.
That's funny. So, for 4 years...
Mm-hmm.
If those that don't know already, yes, she is gay.
What's good? My LGBTQ plus people.
Is it plus? What does the plus stand for?
It's for everyone else. So it's just like shorting, because it's like fuck, I'm like the worst person to be asking this. I'm so sorry. Because there's more than just that. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's
basically it's like saying, hey, we're ending it right here with this plus, and anything else, it's just going to be part of it. It would just be
a really, really long.
Yeah, pretty much the whole alphabet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Gosh, so bad.
No, you're good. So like, I guess I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your whole kind of journey with being gay. Sure. I guess where we would start with is, have you always kind of like, I want to understand too. So please have patience with my
it's okay.
ignorance if I do.
I won't be offended at all. Because I think for me, like, I'm embarrassed. I get sketched out of what to say because I really don't know too. Sometimes I'm really
well. This is more about not even like anything. It's about you. So I wanted to kind of talk about your journey.
I'm not going to be offended.
Yeah,
go for it.
Did you always like think that you were gay, or did you kind of like, or did you, how did it start?
Yeah. When did I know?
Yeah. When did you know? When did you know?
So, there wasn't no like aha moment, like I've heard stories of where people like figured out like that. Right. They're like, no.
Yeah.
But for me it was, well, I had my first, I guess 8th grade was when I knew. I don't know how old that is. 13?
I don't ever know the ages
13, because I know freshman year you're like 14, 15.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So probably like 12, 13.
Yeah. So it was funny. So in my middle school, we would have like this spot in the field, like super away from like all the buildings. Yeah. And we would just like have a picnic under this tree, whatever. And one day, like, I don't know, all the females or all the women and the girls in the group were like, oh, let's kiss each other.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I was like, and like a quick peck, not like full makeout session. And I was like, what the hell are you guys into? I was like, I'm good, bruh. Yeah. I'm chilling. And like they were hella pressing me. I was like, no. You guys aren't pressing me into this. I'm chill off that. And I thought that was just super funny because being to where I'm at now, I don't even think it was because they were girls. I think it was just like, I don't want to kiss anybody.
Right. Dang.
Even though I was like dating a lot.
I wish there was some. You're dating girls?
I was dating. Okay, so sorry to continue on to that. I think just a little bit after that, one of my best friends around that time had her best friend, which is also a girl, and she was more like, like tomboyish. Yeah. The term for this is a stud.
Yep.
Do you know
I've heard that. Yeah, okay. I heard that.
So she was a stud, and we got closer, and we ended up like being super cool and like texting every day, and then out of nowhere I was like, what the hell? I started to have some type of feelings for this person. You know, it was crazy. And that's kind of just like how I realized like, okay, I'm cool. I wouldn't say like, I mean, being gay is more of a spectrum, right? Like, okay. I don't know if you're aware of like the Kinsey scale, I think what it's called. So
talk to me. No, it's okay. Yeah. You can look on your phone.
Okay. I'm trying to see if that's what it's actually called.
No, for sure.
So on the Kinsey scale, it's like, it's a rating between 1 to 5, I believe. You can even look it up there too. Kinsey scale.
McKenzie scale? I'm just kidding. With the K?
Kinsey scale. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's from 0 to 6, actually. And it's pretty much like the rating of like your gayness, supposedly. So like 0 being like you're completely heterosexual. Okay. And then 6 being like you're completely gay. Right. So being like a 1 is like, like you're pretty straight, but you can also think about like the same gender in like a sexual way, but you wouldn't do anything about it, and then it just goes on from there.
Okay, I see this. Yeah, I see it. So 1, predominantly heterosexual, only incidentally homosexual. So I guess it's an accident is what it's incidentally. Yeah. Number 2 is predominantly heterosexual, but more than incidentally homosexual. So maybe it was an accident. Mm-hmm. Number 3 is equally heterosexual and homosexual. So that's almost like bi.
Mm-hmm. That's like 50-50, but that's super rare too.
Right. And then number 4 is predominantly homosexual, but more than incidentally heterosexual. Okay. 5 is predominantly homosexual, only incidentally heterosexual. Number 6 is exclusively homosexual.
Yeah.
And so, X, no social sexual contacts or reactions. That's me. Okay.
So on the Kinsey scale, I would say I'm about a 4.
Right now?
Yeah. 4. And I think when I was like first coming out, I was more of like, I think I was 50-50. Because I actually dated like a bunch of guys before, you know, I only strictly started dating females. So like, fuck, I forgot where I was even going with this.
Because I asked you if you were dating a dude, because you said that at that time, whenever they asked to kiss, you were already dating people, and I said, who were you dating?
Oh, so at that time, I don't think I was really dating anyone, but I was like more into guys around that time or whatever. But yeah, I had my first girlfriend when I was like in the 8th grade, and that relationship was like the reason for me to come out to my family.
Right.
And how long? I think that relationship was like lasted a year and a half long.
Wow.
Or so, yeah. That's what I'm starting to notice too. Like all my relationships with girls or women, females, they last way longer than my relationship with guys.
Well, I mean, to be honest, that one is longer than my relationship that I ever had. So.
Oh.
May she rest in peace.
That's okay. Used to have lefty and righty.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, wow. So I never heard about this Kinsey scale. This kind of like helps bring kind of some in perspective of like, you know, where people are at and how to explain a bit more too.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So you came out in 8th grade.
8th grade. So I first came out of my parents. I came out to my stepmom first. Just because I was more comfortable with her, and like I talked to her around this time, like I had talked to her like every single day.
Yeah, right.
And she was kind of like my friend at home.
Right.
So I told her like it wasn't like a big deal either. It was just more like, by the way, I like girls, and she's like, okay.
Oh wow! So it's kind of like just like nonchalant, just kind of chilling, like, hey, by the way.
Because I would talk to her about like guys that I liked and whatever talked about. Actually, no, I don't think it was 8th grade that came out. Officially came out. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I think it was 8th grade, but whatever.
Yeah, no, fine.
And then I accidentally came out to my mom. So the story about it. Okay, this is the story, man.
It's good. I like it.
Because my first girlfriend, right?
8th grade.
8th grade.
Was that the one that you said that was like your friend?
My friend's friend.
Okay, friend's friend. Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of drama in that too. But anyways. My mom, so I lived in Tracy around this time with my dad, and my mom lives in San Jose, which is why I kept making the move between Tracy and San Jose. And my first girlfriend lived in San Lorenzo. Okay. So I would always ask to like, you know, go to my mom so my mom could take me to her house. And I asked my mom, I was like, hey, like, can I go to camping with like her and her family? And she's like, yeah, whatever. So we go on this camping trip, and when I get home or when my mom picks me up, like I had this like black zip up jacket that went all the way to my chin. Oh no. It was a freaking hot day, but I decided to wear that black. Hold on, man. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, I wore this jacket, and my mom, I thought it was just going to be a quick pickup, and then she's going to take me home to my dad's. Right. But no, my mom was like, we're going to go karting. I was like, yo. So I'm wearing this like super hot like jacket. I'm texting my girlfriend at the time, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Yeah. And like, she's like Googling stuff like, twist chapstick on the hickeys.
Have you heard? Did she tell you the one about the spoon?
I've heard about spoon? That. Yeah, but bro, I'm going go-karting. The only thing I got on me. You don't have a frozen spoon. Let me go ask the workers like, hey, you guys got frozen spoons?
Wait, so she said chapstick?
Chapstick. No, so like the cap of the chapstick, you like twist it on the hickeys.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And supposedly it's supposed to help. It's kind of just like massaging a bruise, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to like get the blood flow going. So we were at this go-kart place thing, and my mom's like, why the heck are you wearing a jacket? It's like freaking 80 degrees outside. It was hot, dude. Yeah. I was sweating like crazy.
That's hilarious.
Yo, and then I thought it was so slick, because I was like, okay, they're getting like the tickets to get the go-karts, and I'm going to the bathroom like hecka like this, you know? And my mom walks in, I'm like, oh, Yeah, just use the restroom. No. She wants to go use the restroom and whatever. We're about to like get in line of the go-kart place to, you know, get our carts. And my jacket like falls off this. So, because it's not like a stiff jacket.
Yeah,
you know?
You kind of have to hold it up.
It's nylon. Like, you know, or whatever the material is. And she blew up. Dang. I almost died that day.
Really?
No, but
was she more mad because of the hickeys?
She was more mad. She was like, Daysia, what the fuck is on your neck? I'm like, I felt my body just like get chills out, and she was like, what the fuck is on your neck? I'm like, nothing. Oh, dude, she stormed out of the place, and oh my gosh, and we were with her friend and her friend's kid too, and I was blue, man. Yeah, I was blue. I went to go follow her.
Did you still drive the go-karts?
Huh?
Did you still do go-karts?
I think so, afterwards. Okay. Yeah. I go outside, and she was at the car, like, looking for her cigarettes angrily. And then she was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, who did this to you? Yeah. And then I couldn't say anything. I was like, do I tell her now? Like, am I supposed to tell her now? Yeah. And she's like, you better tell me, like, who did this to you? And then I didn't want to say anything. Like, I was like, I just was quiet, and she was like, was it a boy or a girl? And I was like, it's a boy. And she was like, is it? And I was like, no. And then
you can't lie to your parents, right? It's so hard. You're just like, they know too. They know when you're lying.
And then she was like, was it, you know, da-da-da. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, you can't see her anymore. Dang. And I was like, okay. But she was pissed. Yeah. But later that I ended up spending the weekend with her. Later that weekend, she took me to like our park, Brigadoon Park in San Jose.
Shout out San Jose.
Shout out Brigadoon Park. Funnest park ever with the cement slides. Bring a piece of cardboard and you slide it. Slide down hella fast. Yeah. So that was our spot to go to every, you know, whenever we were together. She took me to that park, sat on the bench, and it was like, I think it was like 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. Sorry, 11 p.m. at night. And we're just having like this deep talk. Dang. And she was just like, so do you like girls? I'm like, yeah, I mean, we're dating, I guess. I guess so. And she was like, all right, I mean, that's fine. That's cool. But, you know, you're just going to go to hell, right? Oh, wow. Not like so aggressively. Yeah. She's just trying to say like, you know, supposedly like this is the devil's work or whatever. And then funny part was she was like, because so am I.
She said that.
Yeah, she's like, well, I am too, because she had like 2 girlfriends at the time, I guess. Oh, wow. And I didn't know about it.
Yeah, really?
My mom was like experimenting around that. Sorry, Mom, for putting your business out there, but yeah, my mom was experimenting too, and it was cool. Like, yeah, I mean, my mom, she's a dope person.
That's I guess she was more. I think as a parent, I probably would be like,
who are you doing?
No, well, like, why are you all like? Why do you have all those hickeys on you? But I'd be more mad about that right now. Yeah. Because it's like, dang, this freaking, what are you doing? Yeah, you know. But then you think about like, because like for me, my thought in the future is like, when I have kids,
touching your
daughter. Someone like the parents. I'm like, man, please don't let that happen. Yeah. I don't know. Anyways,
I think that's what it was too. But like ever since then, whenever like she had dropped me off back to, you know, my girlfriend's place after that, she would always just drop me off and be like, no hanky panky. I was like, all right, Mom, thanks. And she was like repeatedly, so make it uncomfortable. Yeah. Like, all right, Mom, thanks.
Before that conversation, had you ever had like a deep conversation before, just like about anything?
With my mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think, yeah. I mean, my mom and I typically have like heart-to-hearts. Okay. Like, she's the type of parent that like I can have like conversations like this. Like, yeah. I think usually whenever we have heart-to-hearts, we always end up in tears. Yeah. Okay. And then that's just how my mom's side of the family is. Like, we're just very like emotional people. Okay. And then as far as like coming out to my dad, my dad's a little. Everyone's scared of my dad, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's like not the easiest person to talk to.
What makes him scary?
I don't know, because he's just very like.
Okay, yeah. You know? No facial like expressions or.
Really? Yeah, I don't even know how to explain him, but he's like a little bit more old school, traditional. Not too much though. Like he's still pretty young. Yeah. But I was more worried about opening up to him because for me, my dad and I never really like clicked.
Yeah, okay.
Like I didn't know how to like bond with him, and I think he felt like the same way. So we never really like had that type of connection. So I ended up just writing him a letter.
Oh wow!
And then I gave it to my stepmom to give to him. And then my stepmom reported back to me saying like, "Yeah, he knows." I was
he
like,
reported it back to you.
Yeah.
That's fire. Oh man! So after that, did you end up like talking to him?
No, we never really just talked about it.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, just like a known thing.
Yeah, for sure. Wow, that's cool. Your mom seems like she's really cool.
Oh yeah,
I would love to meet her someday.
Someday.
And Camille's great too. I've met her. She's great. Y'all invited me over to y'all's place one time. It was fun. Had a great time there.
Yeah, I don't know if I wanted to say this. I did think about it, but I don't. Fuck it, I'm gonna just say it anyways.
Say it.
So like I said, we've been engaged for a while now, and I think like we've been talking about like getting the papers and just making it official.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no rush at all. But I think for our 4-year anniversary, I think it'd be like really sweet to actually make it official.
Yeah.
So I have it on my calendar for Sunday, so we can apply online for a marriage license. And then, within like the 90 days of having our marriage license, we just have to have like a ceremony, whatever. It doesn't have to be like an official one.
Right.
Like we just have someone be ordained or something, and then whatever, sign the papers. I think that's how it works.
Wow.
But yeah, that's so I think we're going to do that soon.
Yeah, because the anniversary is coming up, right?
Yeah. Like within the next couple of months, we're going to be official.
That's fire.
I mean, I already call him my wifey.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. That's cool. Like that's a really cool story. I really like that. I wanted to ask you. Let me see where we're going. This year, what's the best thing that's happened to you?
This year, 2020. It's so. The years are starting to kind of like fold in together.
Yeah, as you get older, that happens.
So I don't even know what I accomplished.
Not what you accomplished, just kind of like, what's the best thing that's happened to you?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like I think for me, when I was thinking about this question, like the first thing that really stands out to me is like more so like my health, like really caring about myself.
True.
Like I quit vaping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was a big one, and just I think getting to know myself more.
Yeah, that's real.
What was the question? What's
the best thing that's happened to you so far this year? That's a good one. Yeah. I think that's fire because even myself, I kind of been I've definitely slacked off on my health these past few years just because it's been a tough few years for myself. Just my journey here in the Bay Area has just been one of the hardest journeys I've ever had because. It's expensive. I came here with no money, so trying
Did
to
you really?
yeah.
Shoot.
I had $1,000, but that's
nothing.
That's nothing,
Yeah.
And so like for me, it's having to navigate where I'm going to live, what I'm going to do. It's been a tough thing, but like so in that whole time period, I've probably fallen into like some kind of depression at times, where it's just like by yourself. You come home and you're just by yourself and you just kind of like just veg the whole time and just like So for me, I continue to keep eating and all that. And so this year, even during the pandemic, I feel like for myself, I've been able to like, all right, Joe, it's time for you to change your life, And so for me, I've been able to save up money. I've been able to even start eating healthier and start working out more and all that. And so I think that's a huge win for both of us, for just kind of like, even though it's not the best for everybody right now, this has been kind of the best thing for us.
Yeah. Well, if you had your button thing.
Clapping. Clap. Yep. That's fire.
Big ups to that one.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to?
This year? Getting married.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
What am I looking forward to aside from that? I don't know. I think I really want to, like, have my YouTube channel, like, take off.
Yeah.
I know for sure it's not going to just happen like that. And especially since I've been slacking off on it, like editing, come on, man.
Yeah. Hey, that's why I got this computer because I had an old 11 computer, MacBook Pro.
Damn.
And it sucked. Well, it didn't. Not then, but now it does. It's so slow and all that. So I got this, and I have Adobe Premiere.
Oh, nice.
And,
shoot.
Yeah, I know. And like, I don't even edit much on here, but a like 1 hour show with video and all that is probably can be like between 5 and 6 gigs. I edit that thing and I export it. 13 minutes to render and export, and that would take me on my other computer over an hour for sure. It's crazy. But anyways, the editing kind of like is a tough part.
That's what's slowing me down. That's why I haven't posted, because like I have a lot of footage that I need to like edit and like post. So I think that's one thing I'm looking forward to.
But your editing was good.
Oh,
by the way, because I've seen the videos. I'm like, wow, it's like you're a real YouTube star.
Wow.
Because the editing was good. I liked it because you do the different shots. You add the stuff. I think you did really well.
Oh, I appreciate it,
man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Go check me out, Deja Vu Go.
Deja Vu Go. Do you have a website?
No, I don't have a website.
How do you not have a website and you work with Wix?
Why am I going to have a website?
Because you never know.
What am I going to do with it?
Well, because on there, you put everything on there, so everybody has a funnel to go through to get to wherever you need to go to.
I think that would be useful if I actually had more things, though. Because right now, I just have just YouTube. Well, if I was like selling like merch or like some clothes or whatever, then I would put everything in one place.
Well, I am selling my mugs.
I know. Do you have an extra one of these? I could just like Venmo you off the bat. Oh, damn. I was thinking that too. Like, where you have like a warehouse, or how's that work?
No, I do drop shipping.
Oh,
so basically, you order it,
and then
a company makes it, and they send it to you.
I see.
They get some percentage of it and all that. It's pretty easy. It's like I do nothing.
Yeah. Cool.
That's fire. You should do that.
Buy your mug or drop shipping for my...
Both. You should do both.
I am thinking about it. But the thing is, like, how much are these? Are you selling this for?
They're expensive.
Really? Like 30?
Nah, less. Probably like
28?
15.
15? That's not bad.
But shipping would be a little bit more. Yeah.
And I would have to buy 2 because the only mismatch that I have for my, silverware is just wine glasses, and that's because the wine glasses break so easily.
Oh yeah.
So
sure. We're
left with 2. But I have to get one for me and Camille. But for sure, I bought one. Erica Adams, who was on the 3rd episode.
No, I think the 5th.
Okay, the 5th episode. Yeah. Fresh Melanin.
They have
merch.
The necklaces and the hats.
I bought the hat.
The hat looked fire. I like the hat. Yeah.
It's freaking like wavy.
Did you already get it?
Yeah, I ordered it.
The thing about me, I can't order hats. I gotta try them on because I have a big head.
You do.
And I have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
And so like
that adds on to the big head.
And so like I gotta try on the hat. People have bought me hats before and they don't fit me. And I'm just like, man, this freaking sucks. Like,
right.
It has to have like a thick from the top to the bottom, like enough room for my head to fit. You know what I mean? Well, and the hats that they're selling look like they're a bit thinner.
I think it's like this hat.
Yeah, those kind of hats don't fit my head well.
Oh.
I gotta get like big, like almost like a snapback. Yeah.
A snapback.
A big snapback. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you hear that, Fresh Melanin? You guys need to make some merch for some
freaking Erica. I asked you though. Oh yes, so your channel, you want to get that to be bigger. You want to work on that better, work on that more.
Yeah, I think I want to. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, fire.
I'm pretty sure that's the only thing. I mean, there's other things I just can't think of it right now, but that's the one thing that comes to mind. Yeah, and I don't know. Finally, having a flat stomach. 2020.
Let's go.
Daysia's gonna have abs.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Do you want abs or just flat stomach?
I just want a flat stomach. I want to.
Because abs and a flat stomach is very different.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So I just found out there's different types of abs that you can have, especially for women. There's like the 11 shape abs, where it's like.
Oh yep. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Is that what you want? The 11?
I guess. I mean, I already have like 2 abs if I flex really hard.
Yeah, same.
And you gotta clench the butt cheeks too.
Yeah. So what I gotta do is I gotta like put my hands up.
Yeah.
And then stick out my stomach and then like just squeeze really hard, and then it shows up on the mirror with the shadow going right on it. You gotta be in the right lighting, but it's there. I promise you that. That's fire.
But yeah, that's the goal.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna hold you to it.
Oh, I already know.
2021 is gonna be our year that we're gonna be looking fire. For ourselves.
I think 2020 is still pretty fire.
No, 2020 is fire, but what I'm saying is we're gonna be looking in 2021. We're gonna be looking fire.
Yeah, we're gonna be looking hot.
Yeah, I know I am. I know you are. That's all that matters. Last thing I wanna ask: what's the most important thing that I and others should know about you?
Yeah, this is the question I was like, that stumped me.
Yeah.
What should people know about me? Shoot. What is interesting?
I think, and it's not interesting. I think what people should know about you is that you have a real heart. That's one thing I've noticed about you. Meaning, you're real with people. You don't, play around, beat around the bush, but you actually care when you do talk to them. I felt that way, even from when I first, emailed you on those when I first got the job, till even like the whole process of being at Wigs and then being there and hanging out with you. Like, you actually care. You're willing to, like, we actually became really good friends, during then, and it's just been really cool to see, how well you are with everybody, and just you have a great heart, and I think that's one thing that people should know about you.
Thank you, Joe, for answering it for me.
Cheers
to that.
Cheers to that. I think that's it. You have anything you want to add?
How long have you been, I mean, I feel like this is questions supposed to be from in the beginning, but like, how long have you been thinking about starting a podcast?
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah?
It's been a while, yeah.
And you just finally pulled the plug?
Finally, because for me, it was like, I wanted to do it before the whole virus started. Actually, I had already asked, because my friend had some mics, because I didn't have any mics, and he let me borrow them like earlier this year, because I was going to start it.
Yeah.
But then I had them sitting in my room for like another month or two, and then the virus started, and then I was like, I was still like, I don't know if I should start it, because I don't have the best equipment. I didn't have anything, I had my old computer. And then finally I was like, you know what? I'm never going to be ready. Let's just do it.
Right.
And so I just started it. And it's something I've always been wanting to do, because for me, I feel like my conversations that I have with people are very insightful, but also can be funny, and also, have meaning and all that. So I'm like, why not record it? And let's show people, and I enjoy it. Like, maybe it'll get big, maybe it won't. But who cares? Like, I just enjoy it, and people will see it. Somebody will see it that needs to see it.
See, that resonates with me, like, because that's kind of the same thing with like, YouTube. I mean, like, since I was in high school, like, it was always an idea for me, because I had such great, always had a great time with like my friends. Like, the conversations that we had, we'd always like have fun and be laughing. And what better way to kind of like capture that than, recording everything that you're doing with them. And then, like, I mean, just like how I treat my Instagram is just like more of like an album for myself of like all the memories and all the things that I've done in my life or whatever, is the same thing of how I kind of feel with like YouTube as well.
For sure.
So yeah, dude, I mean, I think that's like the best part of like what's going on with the pandemic, is that now that we're like in our homes, we're able to actually, if we have the drive to pursue the things that we've been wanting to do, because we have time. Yeah. And also, I mean, it comes from boredom. Like, oh, well, I ain't got nothing else to do. Why don't just do this? Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing overtime every day, and I'm working on this and bettering my life. Okay, let them know with Joe.
Let them know. Hey, I want to have you on a year from now with your abs. You're gonna be able to show us. All right.
We're gonna be on the beach.
Oh, we're gonna do an extra, special show, Ocean Beach.
Yeah, Ocean Beach. No, let's go to
hot.
Cold. I know. Let's go.
It's very cold. It's very cold over there.
What are we gonna do over there?
I don't know. We'll probably have to do a bonfire there. Cool. Well, you'll be on again someday, soon. Nah, not soon.
Yeah. There won't be anything for me to say.
I'll be on next week. All right. I'll see you later.